We're going live, live, going live. Let's fix the microphone so it doesn't sound horrible and everybody hates me. do do. Boop. There we go. Applying the preset. Oh, that's a little hot. We're gonna bring that down a bit. There we go. That's much better. It sounds way better. Look at all my wrinkles. Maybe I don't need high definition. Maybe I need something much less than high definition so that we don't see all my old man wrinkles. Old man wrinkle. Old man wrinkles. Old man wrinkles. Do. Uh-oh. My ears are touching. I don't know if I feel oh, there we go. That's all right. Now we're good. We got 7 people on the thing. Did I turn off chat or something? Y'all can say something. Say some. Oh, there we go. Son of a gun, am I first? Matt Blake. You're the first one to comment, Mr. Blake, and I appreciate it. Old man wrinkles. Yeah, pink sky. Game over, man. Game over. You're lock yourself up there, Hudson. Aliens. James Cameron. Brilliantly directed by James Cameron. Took over for Ridley Scott. Had too many sodas. Oh, that was good. Has anybody ever drank something and like expected it to be like iced tea and then it was actually milk? And you're like, Feliciano, what up? What up, Feliciano? Feliciano got his SMSL amplifier figured out. I wonder why that Bluetooth's not loud enough for you. Ooh, unexpected whiskey was given tequila. That'll wake you up in the morning. Was it like at 7 a.m.? Say, here's your morning whiskey. But it turned out to be agave tequila, whatever the heck it's called. Hong Kong, 11 a.m. John Long, how you doing, brother? All the way from Hong Kong. I flew into the Hong Kong airport. I've been to the Hong Kong airport. 5 a.m. Pink sky. End of the party. What up, Michael Loney? Ooh, Tony Jenkins. Tony Jenkins, all your stuff is boxed up. What up, Jason Rippin? Sip my beer. Oh, yeah, I've done that many times, Dan Brown. Yeah, many times. That's why I do. Dan, are you watching? Hold on. That's why I do this now. Here, see? Then I never have to worry about which one is which. Howdy, General Riley. General Ripley. Lieutenant Ripley got a promotion. It's now General Ripley. All messed up. Then I do this too, Dan. Just to make sure. Speaking of which, it's not going to be a live stream without me destroying my body with disgusting stuff. General Riley got a promotion. All right, one moment. Everyone hold their breath. What is up on a Friday night? Minneapolis. Twin Cities. St. Paul. Love Minneapolis, St. Paul. A lot of Scandinavian influence. Yes, these are the Emotiva headphones. They're quite nice. They're a heck of a deal. Heck of a deal. Ooh, John Shepler. I am 87%. 87%. But when I look at things like this, makes me feel like I'm 110%. Just north of Houston, Texas here. Where? Spring? The Woodlands? Mr. General Riley. Ooh, have you tried the tobaccoless chew? Well, no, Matt. Unfortunately, I haven't. I've stuck coffee grounds in my lip before, though, in a pinch. No pun intended. Took a, you get it? It's a dad joke. Dad joke. Saturday speaker shootout tomorrow morning. Yeah. Did y'all watch the Happy Friday? Scott, I'm feeling a little bit better. Not 100%. A little bit better. Did y'all watch the Sennheiser video? Pretty proud of that one. Ooh, Brett Aker. Whereabouts in Florida? I've lived everywhere. I've lived in Orlando and I lived in Pensacola. Awesome, Brew Geek. What you got going for your first system there? Little finger drumming. I might be going to Omaha this weekend. Might need to go a little far. Eat it. Chances are. John, how the heck do you know about that stuff? Have we talked about that? Chances are in York. That's where we went when it was going to be a nice meal. Chances are. I'm surprised that place is still open. I love my HD 240s. Just north of Cocoa Beach. I've been to Cocoa Beach. Been many places. But you get to see a nice view of the shuttle launches when they used to take off from there. Ooh, monitor audio bronze review. I don't think it's going to happen, Mr. Robbins, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. I have seen more than one, and I talked to another YouTuber that reviewed them, and they weren't all that impressed. So that's a speaker that I would have to purchase, and I don't want to purchase it if I don't think it's going to be awesome. I know that sounds weird. Yeah, does that make sense? So I'm probably not going to bring the monitored audio. I am deciding on Emotiva Airmotive B1 Plus versus ELAC Debut B6. Ooh, they couldn't be more different. I listen to mostly rock. Alternative, your thoughts? Those are two way different speakers. The ELAC Debut B6 is real laid back and soundstagey and yummy and buttery. The B1 Plus is awesome and alive and super clear and all that stuff. It depends. Hyper-V export taking forever. Boom. Randy livestream. Yeah. That. What you said. Come on, camera. Grandma's recipe for my cold. Yeah, it's 5 tablespoons of castor oil and a slap across the face with a old broom handle. Sioux Falls. Directly across from Kennedy Space Center. Get to see launches all the time. That's pretty cool, isn't it, man? You can see we saw them from Orlando. Where'd John Sheffield go? Ooh, I've eaten there many times. And been to the Kearney Bridge and tourists. Yeah. I used to go to Kearney before there was ever a bridge there across the interstate. I-80. What's your favorite album from 87? Ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know what came out in 87. I don't know. 90, like I started like knowing stuff that came out in 90. Yankton, later Sioux Falls. Yeah, it's Captain Poo Poo Pants. You're darn right. Actually, it's Lieutenant Poo Poo Pants. I haven't yet reached Captain. Lieutenant. Ever use and Justice for All to test speakers. I use it to listen to speakers. I haven't. I'll have to get familiar. I mean, I'm familiar with those songs. Obviously, one. And what else is on there? I have to think about that. I might have to go close my door. I hear the dog. Impulse bought some RP 8000F. Have you heard him? I haven't, but I think other people have heard him. They like him. I don't think you can go wrong with any of the RP line. That's the best line that Clips has. I'm trying to see if I have something long that I can close the door with. Ooh, I have the P100 with A150. Should I upgrade to the A300? I'm not familiar with the A150. A300 is awesome. It's very, very powerful. But if you're looking, I mean, think about maybe getting into like one of their higher level amps. I know they're much more expensive, but I think in the long term you might be happier and not feel like compelled to upgrade. Hold on, I'm sorry, I gotta close the door. This is bugging me. The dog's barking. It's all bothering me. Sorry, sorry. Very unprofessional of me. Ooh, Appetite for Destruction. You know, I like Guns N' Roses, but I'm not like a huge Guns N' Roses person. I like him though, and obviously it was a big part of my childhood. Actually, I thought that the stuff you use your illusion 1 and 2 were awesome, awesome. I like those records way more than I liked Appetite for Destruction. I wanted to be an audiophile, but my DAC measures so flat, my amp's so clean. If my speakers didn't distort, I might have to listen to the music. I know it's a tough deal. What up, Roof Pizza? Something missing. Coffee mug. Yeah. Well, I got sodas. At 2. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Joshua Tree. Not a huge YouTube guy, but I do like. That's a good one. Are the Unify 2.0s still the best? Any other speakers under $600 to consider? I feel like they were your end game. They kind of are. Um, if I don't want like just pure music, nothing coloring it, the 2.0s are awesome. Also, ironically enough, the ELAC um, debut reference are also incredible. But also the Aperion Novus, pretty awesome. Oh, about the Rice Solo. Daniel Willis. Bruce Willis's first cousin, also stuntman. What's next on my headphone journey? Ooh, I don't know. Over ear? What do you want? What do you want? There's some KZ something or others that I had that are really awesome. They're super cheap. They're like $50. Um, when did you become professional? I must have missed that one. Laugh out loud. You good. Thanks, Mr. Sweeta. Yeah. Yeah. Guns N' Roses. Oh, Tony Jenkins from Tulsa. Tony from Tulsa. Guns N' Roses drinking game. 1 drink for every 5 minutes Axel's late. Drunk in time for the show to start. I used to be able to do an impression of Axl Rose. I can't do it off the cuff unless I hear the music. And I can do like a really like spot on Axl impersonation. Ooh, how much better is the SVF sound base than the Topping MX3? Okay, so they're different. So the SVS sound base has got tons of power and it's a lot warmer, a lot thicker on the bottom end. But the functionality of the SVS sound base can make one want to pull their hair out. But if you can get over the functionality, the sound is really nice. Powered speakers, i.e., studio monitors. I don't have much time, or really any time, except for the Edifier R1700 BTS. It's the only powered speaker I've reviewed. Have I heard the Hyphaman Sandaras? No, Sandaras. I have not, but by all accounts, they are wonderful. If you're looking for an open back planar, though, check out the Emo Tiva. They're quite nice. I've mentioned this several times. I hope you occasionally drink water. I do. I need to drink more water. What up, Roman Christian? Ooh, there's Brock. Brock's chiming in with the KZS ZS10 Pros. My Michelle off, yeah. My Michelle. My. What's the one off of there? Um, I get up around 7, get out about around 9. That ain't we've been dancing. Oh, Mr. Brownstone with Mr. Brownstone. That's a good song off of that record. I think that's off of Appetite for Destruction. I think it's like one of the later tracks, if not the last track. Mr. Brownstone. It's about heroin. Do you like easier listening rock like Christopher Cross? Yacht rock, some people call it. I don't even know what you're talking about, Steven. I've heard of Christopher Cross. When I was a kid, I think there's a artist named Chris Cross, and a bunch of kids they rapped and they had their clothes on backwards. Great, Dave. I wasn't skipping you. I'm sorry, bro. The dog's barking. I'm gonna throw her out the side to see if a coyote will go get her. Just kidding. Could throw her out the front too. Rocket Queen. That's it. Rocket Queen. No, and Mr. Brownstone. Yeah, so Rocket Queen and Mr. Brownstone are awesome. Just bought the Sony SSCS5s. Was wondering if you had any suggestions on how far I should keep them off the wall. Um, start like 24 inches, and then if you don't have a sub, listen, and then like listen to something you're familiar with, and then if it's not bassy enough, just kind of edge them back until they're bassy enough for you, and then stop. So start at like 24, and then kind of edge them back. Probably 16 inches is where we're going to end up. That's about where I ended up with them. Maybe 12 inches. Just bought the Hi-Fi and Senderas. Don't beat the drop. Sennheiser 58X and way cheaper. They don't beat. Okay. That's good to know. Cheers to Randy for a cool chat tonight. Oh, great t-shirt. Oh, yeah. I had one. I had a speed triple for a while. Fun. Ooh, we're buried here. Okay, so there's the Sony. Great t-shirt. Thank you, Mitch. Cheers to Randy. Thank you, Mr. Riley, General Riley. Highly recommend them. Okay. Just bought the Hi-Fi Sender. Okay. There we go. Down to John. You sound clear. Glad you got the mic fixed. Thank you. It wasn't a problem with the mic. It was a problem with me. Or maybe it's the EFO T1 and C2 making it sound better. Ooh. Am I coming in loud and clear on a whole bunch of Emotiva towers? John's house? Beginning to believe I'm not an audiophile. Most speakers, after listening a while, start to sound okay. Huh. Well, Jeff, I'm sorry to hear that. Usually I have the opposite. Going back, Dave Gregory. Ready to drop around 500 on a set of bookshelves, mostly for music. Like a little spice on the top end. I don't blame you. Who doesn't? What do you recommend? Thanks, Paul in Redneck Riviera. Ooh, I've been there. South Alabama. SVS Prime bookshelf, $500. The ELAC Unify 2.0. Sometimes I get on around $500. Now they're clear, but yet not boosted on top. Okay. RP 600M, great. If you can get it for like 440, that's great. Even at 500, RP 600M is still pretty good. I personally like the SVS Primes a little bit better. If you want something more laid back, well, you already said you like a little spice on top. So Wharfdales probably aren't for you. If you're into vinyl, there's a new cavitation cleaner that's coming out this summer for about excuse me, for under $800. Okay, called the Humming Guru. That's cool. I need $100 on a turntable before I spend $800 on a record cleaner, though. ZS10 Pro, or I don't have any time with the ZSX. Mr. Brownstone, yeah. Do you have a Triumph? I did. I had a speed triple. One of the other audio guys I follow just got one. The Thruxton. Ooh, yeah, Thruxton was fun. I had the speed triple. It is their 1050cc triple. Ooh, Peter Burns dropping $2 in the super chat. 50% of super chat contributions tonight going to Homes for Our Troops. It's a great veterans organization. Ooh, I ride a street triple. Best bike I've ever owned. Daniel, I raced a guy, and he was a smaller guy, as fat as I am, and he was on a street triple. I was on a speed triple, and we raced, and I beat him off the line, and then he beat me long term. Yeah, we were going really fast. Ooh. Does Rotel still have a great cheap amp like the R10? I don't know. I'm not up to speed on Rotel very much. Do you have a okay, Triumph? We already did that one. Hey, worth the upgrade to Unify 2.0 from the ELAC B6? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Different speaker, completely different speaker. Absolutely worth the upgrade, and those two speakers can live very well under the same roof. Have you tried Mini DSP? Not yet. I think I probably will. Sock 1100's jealous of John S. We all should be. John S. has got really cool hair and a cool beard and can do cool 3D stuff. Can you review Crown amplifiers? Yeah, I got one right there. Got one right there. Yeah. New to the game, bought some clips. RP 6000. Okay, actually like them, but everyone online says clips is garbage. No, they're not garbage. Not at all. Not at all. Clips are great. RP line's great. That's best clips I've heard for a while. I just think they're a bit thin in the mid range. That's it. And they're not bad. Even female vocals sound great on them. Don't let anybody tell you that clips is garbage. Now the R series I don't care for, but the RP series I think is great. Don't ever let anybody tell you anything you like is garbage. Looks like an iFi DAC in the background. Yeah, I've got the Zen Blue. Yes. Ooh, Dave Pruce. Is that 5 pounds? That's all right. I don't know what the bad joke was. Christopher Cross, a Texan who won 3 Grammys and an Oscar in 1981. Very cool. I'll have to check him out. What's the favorite thing I've done this week, Scott? This. I don't know. I was pretty proud of the Sennheiser video. Who let the dogs out? Apparently, my family did because it's crazy. Dan Brown dropping $5 in the super chat, $2.50. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think we missed some. Clips is running their normal sale now for $500 bookshelves. Yeah, good. Oh, Bauer and Wilkins 607 just bought them and love them. Oh, I want to get some really badly. I've got so much stuff though I got to work through before I can think about getting another set of speakers. All right, I think we're caught up. Really like the ELAC debut 6.2s. Paid $250. Yeah, they come down to $250, and the 5.2s come down to $199. Woo! Stephen Gordon dropping $20 in the super chat. Thank you. Homes for Our Troops. Also, thanks you. $10. Clips Heritage Series are fantastic. I hope they would be. I do want to get the Heresies. I'd like to hear the Fortes too. JH, thank you. I am having a good night. I enjoy these, and the families. Most of them are asleep except for the dog. The dog is not asleep. Oh, Robert Altman. He's watching on your TV. Oh my goodness. I hope it's a small TV. See big cheap audio, man. Scary. It's scary. Don't let the kids come in and see that. 530 Studios, powered by the Emotiva A100. They make you sound like a sober sailor. Yeah. Yeah. Best amp, bang for the buck, minimal budget for 2. Ooh, okay, that's easy. Rysong A10. You can get it for like they back in stock at China Hi-Fi Audio for like $250 or something. Shipped for free. For free. Can you believe that? And it sounds awesome. I've got one here. Rysong A10. Yeah. CD player with a DAC and ability to stream or separate. Ooh, I don't know what separate means, but Marantz has a CD and a streamer in it. It's Hios though, and it's not that great. I would recommend getting, I don't know, any old Blu-ray player that has a digital out, and then like the Blue Sound Note 2i if you want an awesome streamer. It's getting an Anthem AVR 70 too much for using clips RP. No, no, not at all. I don't know what that puts out. I've got an Anthem integrated in the background, but it's not one of the newer Anthems. General Riley dropping $5. Thank you, sir. Ooh, Stephen Gordon back from the Oregon coast. Pick a card, any card. All right. It's a Wade Boggs rookie card. Peter grills you, Burns. Peter Burns. All right. Very cool. Emotiva C1 Plus beat Aperion Novus in my center shootout. Oh, cool. I haven't heard the Aperion Center. I see you've not reviewed any COS headphones. They're the pinnacle of good cheap headphones. They are, Roman. Here's the deal. I don't review a lot of headphones. I'm a speaker guy. I do like headphones. But that's not like my focus. And I'm sure they're awesome. Everybody says they're awesome. I don't know what like value I could bring to that. Hey, these are really good cheap headphones. Just like everybody else said. Remember hearing about those A10 Rice songs. Thanks for the recommendation. P.S. Do you ever go on high-end forums like wait a minute. Steve Hoffman or Audiogun? So Steve Hoffman, I went there like when I had time. I don't have any time anymore. Audiogun, I've gone on there to look at stuff. I don't go like get into the chats or the forums or anything and chit chat. And it's not because I don't want to. It's literally because I don't have any time. And it's not like, oh, I'm so busy. But I do have a job, and then I do this a lot, and then I have the family. I don't know how to work the internet very well, so it's difficult for me. I have a vintage Crown IC 150 amp. Looking forward to the Crown amp review. It's really good. I have a vintage Pioneer receiver, SX650. And recommendation on speakers? I don't know, Terry. I don't know how that receiver sounds. I don't know. I don't know how much like the power rating is on it either. I can't make a recommendation on it, unfortunately. Is a receiver okay for music? Of course it is. Or do you recommend getting a power amplifier to hook up to the receiver? The only way you can do a power amp is if you have preamp outs. So if you have that, it could be. It depends on like the sensitivity of your speakers and stuff like that. But if you separate out the power supply, then you'll usually, if not always, get a cleaner signal when you're doing that. So if you're really into 2-channel and you really want to clean up the signal, absolutely, that's a way you could go. Dave Gregory, another vote for COS. BK Johnson says happy streaming. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Peter Burns, the new AX-A35 integrated is actually a very musical amp. That would be my vote. I never understood that term musical. I would hope they'd all be musical amps. Budget desktop speakers worth getting 6.5 drivers for more mid bass. It depends. There's a lot of 6.5 inch woofer speakers that I don't think are very good at low volume bass, which is probably what you're going to be running on a desktop, lower volumes. Actually, I think the ELAC B 5.2s are bassier at lower volumes than the 6.2s. If you're limited on budget, the Yamaha S801s are really good little desktop speakers. The Emotiva Aeromotive B1 Plus, awesome desktop speakers. Costs are awesome. Z reviews raise about it. Yeah, Z knows what he's talking about. Sony DH190. Heard it's good for music. Uh, yeah, I mean it's a 2 channel amp, so that's kind of what it's meant for. It's good. It's thick. It's lush on the bottom. I think um, I think if you can spend a little bit more, you'll get a lot more. I bet if you're limited on budget, absolutely, it's good. It's good. How would you compare a 2.1 system with Kanto's YU4 plus subwoofer? I don't have any time with the YU4s, but I think they sell well. I think they're very popular, and if you add a sub to it, I think you can be uh, enjoy it a lot. B1 Plus back in stock. Ordered yours tonight. Awesome. I did notice that. I put something in the community. Francisco. Wait, press enter by. Did you ever get a chance to check out the Oh no, I haven't yet, Jason. I would love to though. Excuse me. Any recommendations for speakers to make a 2.1, 2.0 home theater system with a matching amp? Any recommendations for speakers to make a 2.0 home theater system? I don't know if I understand that, Mr. Johnson. Um, if you can only have two speakers, I would suggest the ELAC debut series because they soundstage really, really well. Really well. Man, what a hard job. You have to respond to mostly fanboys. Yeah, it's very difficult. Ooh, Ginger Hermit dropping $20 into the super chat for a nice mug of NyQuil. Thank you. I'm gonna have a drink of soda. Mm-hmm. Okay. Were the ELAC 5.2s the debuts? So um, the 5.2, so they're called the debut 5.2. So the first gen was the debut B5 and then B5.2s. So they're all, I don't know why they're called debut. They just are. Finally made a live chat. Thanks. Welcome, Patrick. Welcome. Thanks for coming in tonight, Patrick. Just upgraded my near field from the Clips to KEF Q150 and SMSL SA3. Sounds great, but still may need a sub. Yeah, you might. I always thought the Q150s were pretty solid on the bass end. Sorry, I'm pretty happy. Scored a nice amp from my neighbor's garage sale. Nice. Lano Trinity 100 Class A. Ooh. Ooh. That sounds nice. Another vote for costs, $30 headphones. Rain on the Ground. Ever experienced my favorite free audio upgrade? Rain on the Ground. Ever experienced that? No. No, I have not. Ooh. Think about buying the Airmotive B1. Do you have an affiliate link? Yes. That is if you go to any of my video or any of my videos in the description, I have kind of like the recommended speakers at different prices, and that's in there. So if you click on that link, I will absolutely get an affiliate for that. Or if you just search Emotiva Cheap Audio Man, the Emotiva B1 Plus, the link's in there as well. But it should be on any of the videos. Oh, Michael. Cheap Audio Man, just want to say thanks for your informative videos. I decided to buy the Emotiva B1 Plus to pair with the Emotiva Basex A100. Ooh, B&W 606. You're welcome. I think you should enjoy them. They're very awesome. Is my sub supposed to be quieter on music compared to movies? Denon receiver with SVS sub. Well, it depends on the music. And it also depends on what setting you have because when you go into music settings sometimes, or if it defaults to music settings, then your sub may be at a different level than it is set at for movies, if that makes sense. So if you're like in Dolby Audio or direct audio or whatever, it could be lower. And if you're in direct mode, it might not be using your sub at all. So it depends on like your different settings. Should check out the Aperion Forte satellite. They have concentric drivers like ELAC have. Cool. About the Andrew Jones Pioneer speakers, which subwoofer would be a good pairing? Any of the affordable ones. I think the Polk has PSW10. I think it's like $130. Hmm. How does the Polk 70S sound? I haven't heard that one. Haven't heard that one. Would you spend $800 if you didn't have any sound system? How would you spend $800 if you didn't have any sound system? Ooh, okay. Let's see. $800. I would buy the Emotiva TA 100 for $400. Then I would buy the ELAC Debut B5. No, I would buy the JBL Stage A 130s at 180. So now we're at 580. Then I would buy the Zen iFi Zen Blue, which is 130. So we're at 580. So 680, 710. And then I have $80 for cables and all that stuff. That's what I'd do. Then you'd be streaming and have all sorts of stuff to add on a turntable later. Yeah. I think I noticed the Q150s are $600. And weren't they $300 when you compare? Yes, they were. And they will go down to 300. It's Kef playing their pricing shenanigans. Oh, I don't know about the Rotel. I would go on eBay um, or like AudioGone and see what they're going for there. Guy doing a. Oh, missed it. Guy doing a house cleanout gave me a pair of Altec Lansing voice of the theater speakers a few years ago. All I spent was a gas to go pick them up. Very cool. Sub on LFE question mark. I don't know if I understand that question. If you want to control the crossover in the receiver, then yes, you need to put it on the LFE. Clips K 100 SW is 142. There you go. Can you use a speaker level to line level adapter to hook up a 2-channel power amplifier to a receiver with no pre-outs? Maybe a topic. You can, but you can do that. It will work. How clean the signal would be, amongst a lot of other things. Yeah, you can. You can do that. It'll work, but I wouldn't recommend it. Randy, audio equipment such as DACs, amps, CD players should not cost as much as a liver transplant. I agree, General Riley, because one can keep you alive, the other one can keep you alive for a little while, or happy for a little while. Clips regularly go on sale. Yes, they always do because Clips plays their pricing shenanigans. What up, Richard? Good evening. You got the 52s in today. Awesome. You're surprised how little they are. They play big, though. Don't worry. Don't judge that book by its small cover. That's what Mrs. Cheap Audio Man would say. I use my speakers for music, movies, and sports. That's fun. You like throw them around with the kids. Um, Grab it, and then like your toddler gets knocked over by a 6.5-inch woofer bookshelf speaker. I'm sorry. Sorry. Use my okay. B&W 606 speakers with a Yamaha. I also have a Rhythmic L12 sub. Wanted some speaker for my A100. Cool. Have you tried Leave It by Yes as a test song? No, I haven't. Sock 1100 says I'd give you money, but my wife wouldn't understand. Maybe I could just say, oh, I lost it. For the children. It's for the children. No, man, don't give me money if you don't have it. I am running a FIO X5 2nd gen for a Fozzy tube preamp into edifiers. Ooh. Do I really need anything more? No, if you can add a sub to it, I would. I would. I don't know if you can though with those edifiers. In general, do you think speakers are actually much better than yes, yes. So this comes up. Yes, I absolutely do because of computer modeling of crossovers, better parts, higher tolerances in the capacitors, the resistors, the inductors, better speaker materials for enclosures, so less resonances, better driver design. There is so many things that have come a long way in the last 5 years or 10 years. So yeah, just enclosure design and materials. I mean, Q Acoustics like sandwiches stuff in between their enclosure interior and exterior walls. So yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Not saying that speakers from 20 years ago don't sound good. I just think they're you can do a lot more with the money that you could 20 years ago. Not to mention, 20 years ago, most stuff was being sold through um, traditional distribution methods. So the distributor to retailer to you. So there's like a whole bunch of markups. There's all sorts of direct to consumer companies now, like Emotiva, Fluence, Aperion, that are doing awesome things and cutting out so many different margins out there that, yeah. So even just the business, just the go to market strategy has gotten better in the last 20 years, and the construction, and the tolerances, and modeling and recording and like testing. So yeah, absolutely. Whew, I got all excited. It got really hot. Oh my goodness, that was so good. I was thinking of trying streaming. Any plans on reviewing the Blue Sound Node 2i? Yes, I do have plans, but I'm gonna save you all that. If you can afford it, get the Node 2i. It's the best streamer out there for the price. Actually, it's the best app out there. Best for the price. Spoiler. Richard's telling me my mic sounds good. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'm still a little under the weather. Yeah. Small book judge. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Ooh, does a DAC like the Modi 3 or equivalent make a big difference over just streaming using a Android? Like connecting to your Android directly? Yes, it does make a big difference. Absolutely. Okay. Got all excited about that 20-year-old speaker. It's a great question. I get very passionate about the answer. I was thinking of typing, trying. Okay, we already did that one. KEF Q350 versus Eclipse RP600M and SVS Prime and ELAC. Ooh, well now you're talking. Paul Presley Jr. Um, so first I would take Eclipse RP600M out of there because I think the Prime sound awful similar and have a better mid range. All right. Then we're talking about the KEF Q350s and the UB52s. Personally, for me, if I could only keep one of those, it would be the 52s. The primes are very good though, and the KEF 350s at $500 are very good as well. That's a tough one. It's tough. That's a tough call. It'd be tough. Yeah, 52s for me, but any of those, the 350s, the primes, or the UB52s are all good. The 600Ms, they're very good as well, but they have a bit of dip in the mid range. Cool, Matt Blake. Tool, Swamp Song, and Undertow. Yeah, yeah. Have you used these for test tracks? I no, not for test tracks, but I used Chocolate Chip Trip, and then I have another tool on there. Ooh, all the way from Scotland. 3:41 a.m. What are you doing up, Midge? What are you doing up at 3:41 in the a.m.? Go to bed. Go night night. There's nothing. There's nothing of value that you can be had here. Ooh, okay. Have you tried Polk S60? I have not. Would I recommend the S signature line over ELAC? No, no. S20s are okay, but no, I wouldn't. Streamers shouldn't cost more than your speakers. I think that pies are really good and cheap option. They're yeah, until you interact with the Blue Sound Node 2i. Although I don't know. I mean, if you're mostly doing listening by streaming, if you're consuming most of your media through streaming apps like Tidal or Amazon, or if you have a network attached storage device, I absolutely think you should spend good money on a streamer. Absolutely, because that's where you're getting most of your music from. And stuff like the Node 2i it's just good. It's way better. Like if you're running a Pi and you put Volumio on it, it's clunky. Is it okay? Yeah, it is. Is it cheaper? Yeah, a little bit. You're still gonna have $200 into a Pi though. If you put a hat on it, then you're gonna need a DAC, and that's another $100. So that's $300. Um, I don't know. The Blue Sound Node 2i is pretty awesome. Have I ever heard of a Class T amp? No, I haven't. Um, I haven't. Oh, 25 or 6 to 4. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. 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 Na, 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 na. Dun, 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 dun. 25 or 6 to 4. Chicago. Cheap audio man style. 99.99. Who just dropped that in here? John M? Are we brothers? Is your last name Messman? That'd be cool if we were. We're brothers now. Thank you, John. That's $50 going to Homes for Our Troops, courtesy of John M. That's awesome. Sorry, I went on a tangent with 25 or 6 to 4, and then I lost all these awesome comments. Okay. That's fun. I used to play that in pep band in high school on the trap set on the drum kit. Oh, yeah. But the UB5s are pretty amazing. I like them more than UB52. Yeah, UB5s are good, man. I got those too. They're thicker, lusher, more lush. Bit harder to drive, but they're so awesome. And you can get a heck of a deal on them if you can find them. Okay. All right. There's 25 or 64. I got all excited about that. Like their new album. Rewards you for your patience. Just finished setting up my stage A130s, which replaced my Sony. Whew. Yeah. I like those A130s so much. They have such a deep soundstage. They're really good. I didn't even, those weren't even on my radar. And I'm going through Amazon and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to try these out. $180. So glad I did. That's a monitor bookshelves with the floating woofer cone. Those things could take some bump. What your best built bass speaker out of all those bookshelf woofers? What? I don't know if I understand. Like, what's the bassiest? Um, Bookshelves. I got some Q Acoustics 3030Is. They're pretty thick on the bottom. The Elec debut reference. They're pretty bassy. Which tubes for the Chinese hi-fi tube amp? Yeah, you give choices. I don't know. The ones that came with it sound great. They're 34Cs, I think what they are. Obviously you can oh, which ones? Okay, I don't know. Like whatever ones came with it. I don't know. I'd have to like I'm sorry. If you email me, I'll tell you which ones, but I don't think you can really go wrong either way. Sorry. I would pull it down, but it's like 30 pounds, and I'd probably knock stuff over and then like pull my thing. Thinking of selling my Polk RTI. Okay. Yeah. Upgrading some Elacs. Should I go to Unifies or the debut reference? Ooh. Ooh. Now you're talking. Either one. The debut reference is a warmer. It's going to color the music a bit, but it's going to do it in a very nice, warm way while still maintaining clarity. The UB52s are what the music is what you're getting. And they're great. They're both great. The Davy references are much better looking. Ooh, doo, 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 doo. And all the way back down to John. So wonderful and gracious of you. Sore back and hips keep me up. Oh, yeah, I know it. I know it. I know the pain, literally, because I'm old. I got beat up too much as a kid, and my knees, my collarbone, elbows. Mm, best bang for the buck speakers, $50 or less. Something on the used market. Um, I don't. I mean, I think the best bang for the buck speakers is when the Sony SSCS5's on sale for $75, but under 50, I don't know, man. That's a tough question. It's tough. It's tough. I don't know. I don't have anything to contribute. Locks G830 was available on Amazon for about 30 minutes today. Good for you. I want to get one of those. Okay. Best rendition of 25 or 6 to 4 I've ever heard today. Well, okay, that's probably true. No, Key. I don't do that. I'm a I'm an old natural. Just Copenhagen and soda. Mm. Who do Randy killing it? Thank you, General Riley. Yes, John M getting a lot of props. $100. That's awesome. Hmm. What would you suggest for a turntable around the $300 range? RTI, Fluence RT83 350, or look at a Rega or something like that. But that's what I have. Ortofon Red, nice. Sounds good. Sounds yummy. I have an FX Audio Tube limited. Ooh, 6JI military grade vacuum tube. Line amplifier on the way. You ever tried one of those? No, I haven't, but I want to. John M getting some more love as he should for that awesome donation and support of the cheap audio man and support of the veterans. Sorry, still not 100%, gentlemen. Will you be doing any traditional Class AB amp soon? Yamaha 301 comes to mind. Um, no, not soon. I'm not saying never, but not soon. I've got a bunch of stuff to get through. I'd love to get the Yamaha stuff in though. Any experience or info on the Mica or gain to A250? No, I don't have any of that. No, I don't. Well, there's Sean Riley. I saw him pop up. There he is. No, Sean D. Hey, what up? Hope you're better soon. Thank you. So sorry I've been such a stranger lately. It's all right. You can come over whenever you want to. Missing your Sunday night Zooms. Well, we miss you, Sean. Those Cambridge speakers are pretty good, man. Agree with the $73 SS. Yeah, go for that. $50 Boston for okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Some people are chiming in on the $50 speakers. Oh yeah, and the Dayton Air. Yeah. Need to unload old new stock speakers. Cool. The Sony's blow the Dayton Airs out of the water. Are those the Dayton Airs that the one with the AMT tweeter? I did a review on that. They're okay. Sealed 6.5 inch. They're okay. The Sonys are so much better. I do have to warn you about buying used speakers. Bought some last week after listing them for 5 minutes. Didn't notice one of them had a broken tweeter. Oh, yeah. You got to be careful. Got to be careful. Ooh, Pioneer selling refurbed for around $80 on Newegg. I got new Pioneers for like $75. Those 22s. Looking forward to your first review of any Wharfdale. I have two Wharfdale reviews. The 12 point Diamond 12.2 and the Diamond 11.2. Diamond 11.2 was the first like awesome deal I found. And we collectively as a community, sold them out of Amazon, sold them out of stock on Amazon. Then they came back in, sold out again, then came back in, sold out again. Now they're nowhere to be found. Ooh, Charlie Lothar dropping $10. Hope you're feeling better. I'm feeling all right. Sean D retracted a message. He must have put his credit card information in there. Ooh. Now that you're doing stuff in the $600 range and have the extra $99, what about getting some Tecton mini lures? Yeah, I don't want to get the minis. I just want to get the Tecton lures. Yeah, cool stuff with that speaker. I think Tecton does some really cool stuff. So, Von Grace, man, Menduero, we got some Wharfdales up there. Actually, I got Wharfdales right over there, 12.2s. Both good. 11.2s are very warm and lush. 12.2s are much more neutral. Very good. I like them both. Ooh, definitive technology speakers in general. I think they're overpriced. That's my take. They're good though. I mean, I have some Def Tech rear surround in. Oh my goodness, sorry. Def Techs for my rear channels in my room. They're the Pro Monitor 800s or 1000s. Aluminum dome. They're okay for movies. For music, there's just so much. There's better deals out there, and I think Def Tech is just overpriced for what you get, and they're a bit bright and shouty on the top. Coca Cola wants you to be less. Okay, we're not going to get into any of that, any politicking or any of that stuff. I read it anyway. Good evening, Rennie. Uh, thank you, Gary. Family as well. The dog finally stopped barking. I think a coyote got it, or coyote. Uh, definitive is too bright for me and not thick enough. Yeah. No, I jinxed it. The dog's barking again. Def Tech, that's a name from the past for me. We're around even early 2000. Adam 5s. I don't have any experience with Adam 5s, but you're not the first person to mention them. Okay. Loving the Rega. Ooh, IO with LS50. Ooh, and the UB5 and the Wharfdale 225s. Ship Money 3 Plus. And my wife wants me to get rid of 2 pairs of speakers. Rega IO does great with everything. Ooh, I would love to get that Rega IO. That's a bad looking little lamp. Best takeaway to give us from the latest R&R show. Don't don't take a whole bunch of cold meds and do a podcast. That's the best takeaway because I got pretty opinionated about certain things on there. No, don't take a bunch of cold meds and then go record something. Def text tweeters do bad things to Matt Gallus's ears. I agree. With movies, it's fine, but not not so much for music for me. Best bar stool to use is speaker stands. I like the little metal ones from Walmart that fold up, and then you can just put them against the wall, and they have a little cushion on them. They're a little bit low, but you can put other stuff in between, like the Polk T15 speaker stands. Do I drink coffee or tea? Coffee. I drink iced tea sometimes in the summer. Sometimes in the summer. Ooh, 59 minutes. Hold on. I can get my energy back up. Did we freeze up? Oh, there we go. Definitive can be a little dark with details. Yeah, if they were about $100 cheaper on everything, um, maybe. I don't know. They're not my cup of tea. No pun intended. What do you recommend for low budget DAC and amp? Well, you can look at the SMSL 8018 or SMSL, let's say 300, topping MX3, Um, those are both combined DAC amps. If you want to separate them out, Ship Modi, uh, topping E30 is okay. It's a little bit too analytical for me. Ooh, iFi Zen. If you're just a USB, just need a USB deck, iFi Zen is great. Time flies talking about audio. Sure does. Bed bugs on the boat. I don't know what that means. Emotiva floor standing versus ELAC UB52. Ooh, SVS Prime bookshelf. Ooh, okay. Emotiva T0. Okay. All right. Now this is a conversation now. Depends on again what you want. Out of the three, the T zeros are going to be the most U shaped speaker. Out of the three, though, the T zeros are also going to give you probably the best topping clarity because of the folded ribbon tweeter. Um, I think you will have more freedom if you get either the primes or the UB52s. If it was me, I would get the 52s because I think they sound stage and image better. But the primes are very good. Very, very good. Denon receivers versus Sony receivers. Which sounds better or which is better? It depends on the level. I would stay away from the DH series, or I think that's what it is, like the 590, the 790. I would stay away from those, Richard. I would look at a Marantz or a Denon around the $400 or $500 range. The Denon and the Marantz are a little bit more lush on the bottom, and the Sony's you don't know what you're going to get, but you do know that you're going to get not very good build quality from the Sonys. So I'd steer clear of the Sonys and point you towards Denon, $400-$500 range, or Marantz. Even the Denon, there's like a $300 Denon that was pretty good. But if you can save up a little bit more and get $400-$500, $600 Marantz, and you'll be happy. Did any boats in the Navy get infested with bed bugs? Not on my boat. Um, no. I think the radiation killed all the bed bugs. The high levels of ambient radiation killed the bed bugs. I'm just kidding. They weren't that high. I was going to get my iFi Zen in the mail today, but I missed the FedEx guy. Oh. Just got a pair of RSL CG3s bookshelves for my desktop. Nice. They sound great for small bookshelves, same size as the RB42s. Cool. Best turntable with Project Primary 250 comes with an Ortofon OM. Okay. Can't go wrong. John Sweeta chiming in about the turntable question. Very good. Thank you, John. Man, do I have my glasses over here anywhere? I'm having a hard time reading because I'm old. Hold on. Just 1 second. There we go. All right. All right. This is how tired I am. There we go. All right. How's this for cheap audio, man? Yeah. Yeah. After hearing seeing your video on the JBL A130, would you love to hear the 180 or 190s? I would too, Sean. I might look into that. Denon PMA 600 NE is nice. Yeah, it is. I think he was. I think Richard though. Are you talking about a 2 channel or a? These are two magnification wise, or 2 channel or home theater. Sorry, point the mic to me. Best 2 channel receiver. Well, the Denon PME 600 NE is pretty good. I would get the Emotiva TA100 though because it has preamp outs. It's got a tuner, so technically it's a receiver. It doesn't do HDMI switching though. Ooh, I don't. Patrick, I haven't gotten any real deals in thrift stores. I would love to. Still have my Tannoy M3 floor standing speakers from the 90s. 5 stars from What Hi-Fi back in the day. It still sound good. Nice. Made in Scotland. Same as me. Very cool. Sorry. At what point did your wife just accept the fact that you're going to have a new pair of speakers arrive in the mail every day? When I started getting paid to do it, or at least when money started kind of canceling out what I was getting. So when we started to break even, she's like, "Yeah." And then I learned how to stack them up very neatly in the office. Ooh, Rance 6010 is still a good receiver today. Okay, good. Show that anger, Randy. What's my take on Class D versus AB amps? I think both can be good and both can be bad. Um, I think there's a lot of good stuff going on with Class D, and I think that's the direction most things are going to go for like the larger companies, because I think the manufacturing costs are much lower for Class D amp once they get everything figured out. Actually, a lot of NADs already doing that. Marantz, the M30 Model 30, it's got Class D amplification in it. I'm starting to get tired, gentlemen. Ooh. In home theater, all the money should go into the center channel. Randy, when you going to get into center channel reviews? You've got to start with the Emotiva. I've got the Emotiva C1 Plus here. I'm mm, I for a long time ran no center channel. Just unselected it and just ran two fronts and never really had that big of an issue except for some Netflix stuff. Um, but yeah, if you're really in the home theater, yeah, I always say invest in the front three. Your front three. Matt, have a good night. Hope you feel better. Whereabouts in the UK is eBay? Okay. You're gonna review some speaker kits. Well, it's funny you say that. I've actually got three coming in. I've got the GR Research Encores if they ever ship them, and they're just like 2 hours away. A kit from CSS Audio coming in. I believe a kit from somewhere else. And then I'm going to review the Classics 2 that I already put together. Oh, long day. Good night. Thanks, Rennie. Thank you, Dan Brown. So much dialogue is impossible to hear on streaming services. Yeah, it can be for sure. Got here too late. Is the tube amp review coming up? Yes, the Rysong A10, but spoiler alert, it's awesome and you can get it. They're back in stock at China Hi-Fi Audio for like 250 or 260 bucks, and literally you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. What's my ideal setup for vinyl? Uh, I like I like the internal phono amp with the TA100, and then really I think I haven't really heard a speaker. I'm just like, ugh, I don't like that sound. So I don't know. That's tough to say. I think any neutral speaker and a decent phono preamp you're gonna have a good time with. All right, Richard chimed back in. Home theater music. Yeah, so you probably want to. Are you running 5 channel? I'd look at a Denon or Marantz, Richard. I don't think you can go wrong. Ooh. Last comment. USS Silversides takes a ride out to Lake Michigan once a year. One of the coolest things ever. Pretty sure we'll get stuck in the lake one of these years. uh, can't stand all my good speakers getting shut down for center until music comes on. Yeah. Ooh, Winky dropping $10. NyQuil. Thank you. My Studio 530s. I tried one for a center channel. Is the best thing I ever did. Yeah, you know what? I actually used a Period Novus A speaker for the center once just to try it out. It was great. Ooh, Yonko Commander. How much caffeine do you consume on a regular day? I don't know. Usually a pot of coffee in the morning. Maybe 17 to 20 sodas throughout the day. Thereabouts. Just kidding. I'm not kidding about the pot of coffee though. I do drink a pot of coffee. Ooh, all right, gents. I'm dropping out quick here. So Everybody, thank you so much for the super chats tonight. 50% of everything brought in is going to go to Homes for Our Vets, or Homes for Our Troops. Sorry, Great Veterans Organization. And I appreciate all of you participating tonight. It was great seeing y'all, or at least your names pop up. And I really do enjoy this. So I think we're going to get into a rhythm and do these Friday nights and Sunday nights if the Zooms don't go too long. So don't binge watch anything, binge listen, and fill your soul with happiness. And with that, I'm Randy. I'm a cheap audio man. Good night, everybody. Y'all are awesome. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night.